Welcome back to the channel. My name is A-Bomb. We are back with Football Manager 2019 and Eastern Resurgence with Berliner FC Dynamo, and as promised today, a double live come for you as we kick off our first season in the Bundesliga in Season 7. So today we are going to be taking on Mainz in an away game, and then after that we will jump straight into the next game, which is going to be a home game against Schalke. There's a transfer window which is about to close as well, as about a week left. I don't know if there'll be any signings. I think if there's one place we need to improve, it's left back is the only player we really need. So that might happen as well. But just 2 matches today, nothing's happened off screen. It's the same day as I recorded the last video, so nothing's happened. So let's jump into it, I guess. So yeah, last time we just looked at our transfers. We had a look at our pre-season friendlies and saw what happened. And then we looked at our cup match against Eltersdorf, which we won 4-0. And Zeffi got a hat-trick on his debut. First match of the season has been played. And 1860 Munich, promoted, beat Borussia Dortmund on the first day. So great start for them. We'll try and follow suit. So let's just jump into it. And now I was talking about a change in system last time. And instead of going wing play, we're going to try more of a possession-based style of play this season. And see if that works. Because the thing with wing play is that our midfielders, our central midfielders, really aren't getting involved that much. So I think going more possession-based, we'll maybe see a bit more stuff happen in the middle of the park. And with the signing of Djordjevic on loan, there is a possibility to go with this 4-3-1-2 with wingers. But I think that does leave a bit of a gap. And it leaves Franke a little bit with a lot to do, I think. So that's a problem. But we could just train Djordjevic to play here and just play as an advanced playmaker. That's always a possibility as well. He's not terrible there. So this is what we're going to go with for this first match of the season then. Ricardo Marcuri is going to start in goal, and he will until he makes mistakes. Like, if his form's good, he'll stay there. If it's not, Hendel will come in. Back four, Inga Markowski. You've got Sally Karabalou as centre-back. Osterman, as I said, we've got him on loan again for a season. And then Kircher at right-back, and they retain his place. In midfield, Kohler and Hollerback, the wingers. Presthofer and Franke, the central midfielders. So no new signings in this midfield. I think we're set there. We've got lots of players, and I think they're all pretty good. So I think the central midfield, and especially at the wide as well, I think we've got plenty of options. So I haven't changed anything in midfield. And then up front, today we go with Fuchs and Zeffi, the same combination we went for in the cup match. But Brasnic and Andreev are both on the bench, so we have options there as well. Vikuli on the bench as well. Zakiri, the young left back, because George Cooper's injured at the moment. Demelt, Greisel and McConnell, the other bench players. We've got a lot of players here, like first team players that we could play that are going to have to miss out. But they will get their chance throughout the season. We've got a massive squad. And, you know, we need to try some things. We need to sort of test a few things out and see who fits where. Because this is a Bundesliga. Like, we're going to need a big squad here. But for this game, we are on cautious. And in terms of instructions, pretty similar to what we were before. We're just trying to play it out of defence this time. Going to focus play down the flanks as well. We're still playing fairly short goal kicks to our fullbacks. We're still going for counter and counter press. Wider defensive line. Dropping the line a bit deeper, but with a high line of engagement. I'm just going to amend that and just go for a standard line, because that's going to be too big a gap then between our attacking players and our defending players. Some real players still in this team. Glatzel and Ayerbil, the top players up front, the strikers. Oz Tunali is apparently their star player, who looks very well rounded as a winger. Looks very good. Alright, I'm just going to tell them, just there's no pressure on them. It's only the first game of the season. If we're in a fight for survival, there's still going to be 33 games after this one. So we're just going to go out there and see what we can do. I don't know what to expect from this, but I'm not expecting us to win. But we'll see. And look at the possession after the first 15 minutes. 81%. I think we're struggling to get into their area, but goodness me. Let's go balanced then. If we're dominating possession like that, we should not be uncautious. But I'm going to go up here. I'm going to put the action zones on. We can see there's been very little happen in their area. It's been a lot of midfield play. But Hollerback with a free kick here. And he's forced to save from the keeper. Zeffi can maybe put this back in, but it is cleared. And now it was 2-0. And Anderson, and we're going to see that. Oh, that was very close, actually. That was, what, a couple of centimetres away from being in. Sting in the hands of the goalkeeper there was Hollerback from the free kick. But Mainz with their first attack of the game, really. Anderson, and a header, and it's over. And the first chance of the game for Mainz there. But we've got plenty of possession in this first half, but there's been very little action in either penalty area. It's all been in midfield. But goalless at half time, I will take. It's been, well, same number of shots, but we've had the possession. Haven't been able to break them down though, but it's a good first half. So the question is, how do we break down their defence? We're going to go more standard with the passing. We're going to try and work it in. I don't know, let's run at them. Let's try that. Again, I'm just testing some things out here. I've got no idea what's going to happen. But a first half with no goals. I mean, it's not the most fun to watch, but I'll take it. A draw's not too bad. But the strikers really haven't had much to do this game. We've been told to pass shorter though. Try and get creative, but yeah, we haven't not seeing a lot in this match in terms of highlights, but we're keeping it a level pegging, which is fine. And we're coming up on an hour. Bresthofer wins the ball there well, and Zeffi sets Max Fuchs free, but he's forced him out wide, but he can put a cross in there. Kohlert's got the ball. Kohler, Bresthofer, Franke with open goal. Not an open goal, but a clear-sighted goal. And a corner. That was a good chance to get a goal there, but we have a corner ball, and Kohlert's going to put this in. And it's headed away. It's a goal kick, actually. No one attacked that. 64 minutes, and another highlight here. Mainz on the ball, and here is that Renato Sanchez? It's a player called Sanchez who's gone for goal. It was a pretty weak effort, Marcury with the save to make. It is Renato Sanchez. Hollerback's not done well. We're going to move him up a bit further, though. Max Fuchs is going to come off. We're going to bring on Andreev for his first match. Brasnic might not get much game time this season, you know. No, we're going to play Brasnic as the poacher. We'll try that. 20 minutes left. We've only had one shot on target this game, which isn't too good. But we've kept it at 0-0, which is good. We've defended pretty well. We're going to take off Hollerback. We'll bring on Greisel. I've gone positive for the last 10 minutes because we've had plenty of possession, but again, we've done nothing with it. And Glatzel on the ball here from Mainz, and Oztun out, and it's well won there. And Bresthofer to Brasnic, and Zeffi towards goal, and it's a save by Zentner, and that's another chance for us to take a goal there. It's on target, which is good. What can we get from the corner? We've got 5 minutes left. I mean, we've had a lot of late goals recently. This could be another one here. Kohlert's taking his time. And it's Osterman with a header, and it's not really threatening too much. I'm going to take off Julius Franke. We're going to bring on Nad McConnon. But into injury time, it looks like it's going to be a 0-0 draw for our first match, which it's a good point. Away against Mainz, I think that's pretty good. We could get a late goal though. There's about 30 seconds left, and Zeffi's got the ball here, and looks for Brasnic, but Vipes with easy interception. And now Osterman back to Marcury in goal, and a long ball. And it's going to end 0-0, which for our first game of the season, I'll take. We need every point we can get. So it might not be the most exciting of matches as Amon strikes from range. But it's a point. It's a point we didn't have. So I think that's really, really good. More shots than them, more possession. We could have had a goal. But I will take a draw. What were the chances actually like? We did actually have a couple of clear-cut chances. So we could have won that game. Mainz didn't do much at all. And when they defended pretty well, they were very difficult to break down. But I'm happy with that. I'm very satisfied with that. We defended well ourselves. Marcury had a couple of saves to make, pretty easy saves. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Mainz are expected to finish mid-table. They finished 7th place last season, and they're in the Europa League. They're in Europe, so they're not a bad side by any stretch. And we got a point against them at their stadium. I think that's really good going. It might not be the most exciting of matches, but I think that's pretty good going. I thought we were the better team. I agree with that. I think we deserved to win that match. We couldn't quite put it away, but we had more chances than them. We had more possession. I thought we should have won that match, really. But I'll take a draw. It's a point we didn't have before. So, like I said, I'm satisfied with that. Schalke next. Home game. That's going to be, yeah. And again, first few games, I'm going to have no idea what to expect. So, we'll just see how they go. And what happens, happens. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. If we draw again, I'll take it. We sold almost 7,000 season tickets this season. Compared to last season, we sold 1,800. We're almost at 7,000. That's incredible. And this shows you how far we've come. Like, we're in the Bundesliga. We've got 11.5 million in our bank balance. Yeah, well, I think we're still sort of in that transition period where we're not quite at the stage where we can start paying our players like 10,000 a week or whatever, and we can't start spending millions on players just yet. I'm interested to see what our transfer budget's going to be at the end of the season, especially if we do stay up. I want to see what that budget's going to be. Well, even if we finish bottom, we're going to be getting £28 million in money for the league. And wow, that's incredible. It's going to be sort of every place higher we finish, it's about another 2 million, just under 2 million. We're going to be getting close to £30 million, even if we finish bottom. So that's going to be massive. And hopefully that will give us more of a chance to get back up here if we do go down, but I don't want to think about getting relegated. A quick sell to tell you about Ben Stasi, who is a centre-back we got in our youth intake last year, has gone to Hoffenheim. They started offering money of about £150,000 over the summer, which I've been rejecting. And for some reason, they were able to just offer him a contract, and we ended up getting £325 as compensation. So it would have been nice to keep him around. He's 15, got some decent attributes, but he's gone to Hoffenheim, and we've got 325k for it, so that's not too bad, I don't think. Would have been nice to have him around just as another young option, but yeah, he's gone, but that's fine. We got some money for him at least. I guess the Schalke predicted a bit higher than Mainz, predicted to finish 6th. They drew their first match of the season, much like we did. We're at home this time now though, so it could go better, but it's Schalke. They're a bit better than Mainz, I think. Team-wise, I don't think we're going to go too different. I don't see a reason to change it too much. Alright, we're not going to change anything this match. I really don't think there's a need to. We did well last game round. We couldn't quite finish our chances, but we got a good point away against Mainz. So we're going to stick with the same team again. We'll just push Hollerback a bit further up like we did last time. We're not going to change anything. We'll just leave it as we did last time round and see if we can get a better result and try and get a goal. Because that was the one thing we were missing last time. We had a couple of chances to score, didn't quite take them. Let's look at Schalke's team then. Some recognisable faces in here, especially in midfield. Julian Draxler is at Schalke, has been there for a few years. Also had a short spell with Bayer Leverkusen on loan and AC Milan on loan. So they've also got Marcel Sabitzer in right midfield, of course, starts off at Leipzig where he is now. Been at Schalke for a few years, been pretty solid for him, created a lot of goals, got some good assists. And they've also got Malcolm on the bench as well, who looks like a great sort of wide player, and has been here for a few years, signed from Barcelona as well, and he's done pretty well himself as well. So a few players to watch out for. I'm sure some of these regions are going to be good as well, but we'll see how we go. We've got nothing to lose, so we'll just see what happens again. Underway for match number 2 of the video and of the season, and we'll go for a goal this time. If we lose, we lose. I just want to score, so that's going to be the plan. First 15 minutes again, we've dominated possession, but not done a lot with it. We're going to go back to balanced. We'll try and create something where there's been a shot each so far. But again, it's all been in midfield. There's been very little happen in the penalty areas. But not particularly exciting, is it? A throw in here for Schalke in a good position. Gonzalez with the ball, and it's Draxler on the edge of the 18-yard box, and he scores. And we've conceded our first goal of the season. And I highlighted Draxler before the match. That's why he scores the first goal with just a couple of minutes before half-time. From the throw-in, Gonzalez finds Julian Draxler. He's got space to shoot. Wasn't really closed down. And it's a good goal. And it's 1-0 to Schalke. 5 shots by us, 2 on target. Possession once again, but we just haven't really been able to break down their defence once again. But unlucky so far. I know, let's bring the line of engagement back a bit. Last time we had run at a defence on, we'll try that. Okay, let's see what we can create this time round. 52 minutes, and again we've got the possession, but it's a corner for Schalke. Headed towards goal, and it's gone in eventually, and it's Klosterman who scored it. It's 2-0. And this one has not gone nearly as well as it did against Mainz. We conceded either side of half-time. And it was from the set piece this time round. It was a good header by McKerney. Klosterman with a shot that was blocked, and then he did eventually sort of poke it in. But yeah, this hasn't gone well for us. Fuchs has done nothing again. We'll go Andreev. We'll give him his first match. We're going to go slightly longer kicks from the goal kicks as well. Just go much longer. Let's see what happens here. It's not gone well this time round. Kirchhoff's on the 6-2. Yeah, this hasn't been too fun this time round. I mean, let's go attacking. Why not? And we've got a few minutes left. Presthoff has not done well. We'll bring on Tim de Melt, and let's go for it. We can try and get a goal or two. But this one hasn't gone nearly as well. We've had the possession once again, but just not enough shots. We've barely threatened in their area. One more change we can make. Brajnic's just going to come on as a third striker. This one hasn't gone nearly as well. We've had very few shots and just barely created anything. And it's full time. We lost 2-0. But that's how the season's going to go. Like, we're in the Bundesliga now. And we created nothing in that match. Absolutely nothing. And the team talk's gone well as well. I said we were the underdogs and gave it your best. They didn't agree with that. I'll try and save this. Which we somewhat have. Yeah, I misclicked at that last one as well. We're going to have games like that. but where we just don't create anything. We're one of the biggest underdogs in this league, and stuff like that's going to happen, and it's going to happen more than once. We've got tougher teams than this to face. We've got Bayern to face. We've got Dortmund to face. We've got Leipzig to face. It's one of our hardest matches of the season, but there's going to be a lot like this. This is going to be a difficult season. There's just no two ways about it. We've got some tough matches coming up. So looking at what is coming up, Hertha are coming up very soon, and they are another Berlin side. They're not down as one of our rivals because we've probably never been in the same division, but that could be a big game to do. We face them sort of mid-February in the second half of the season. I'd like to try and progress a bit further into the season though, and not just play 4 matches. If I can, I'll get to Hanover, but we'll wait and see. It depends how far I get. But a draw and a defeat, it's not the end of the world. We're only 2 games in. There's still 32 matches left of this season, so there's still going to be plenty of time to pick up points and hopefully some wins along the way. But we've got 1 point from 2 matches. I think that's okay. For a team that's expected to finish rock bottom, that's not too bad. We're not in the bottom 3 at the moment. Borussia Dortmund have lost. Frankfurt lost them both. So it's early. It's still very early in the season, so it's too soon to say what's going to happen. There's going to be plenty of opportunity to win. So I'm not too disappointed in that. Anyway, that is going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, do drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to receive updates if I upload or go live, and follow me on social media so you don't miss any of my content. I'll see you next time. Like I said, we'll get as far as we get. I'll try and get to Hanover if I can. That might not be entirely possible, but off screen, as long as we score some goals and win at least 1 match, I'll be happy. If we can win a couple, brilliant. There's a long way to go this season, so I'm not getting worried about relegation just yet. There's plenty of time. I'll leave it there, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.